Back in 2006, construction began on a home unlike anything the world had ever seen. Not a mansion, not a palace, a 27-floor private skyscraper rising above Mumbai. But when it was completed in 2010, something strange happened. The family did not move in, not for 2 years. Rumors spread across India, questions grew louder, and the mystery made the building world famous. Then, in 2012, the doors finally opened, and the world discovered what was inside: a garage for 168 cars, a room where snow falls every day in tropical Mumbai, 9 elevators, 3 helipads, and 600 full-time workers serving a family of just 6 people. Today, we are uncovering the full story of Mukesh Ambani's $4.6 billion home. And by the end, you will understand the real reason the family waited 2 years to move in. The vision. In the early 2000s, Mukesh Ambani decided to build more than a home. He wanted to create something the world had never seen before. So he chose Altamount Road in South Mumbai, an address so expensive that locals call it Billionaires Row. But this was not just about real estate. It was about making a statement about ambition, about modern India, about how far the country had come. To bring that vision to life, Ambani hired architects from Chicago and India's biggest construction company. The plan was extraordinary: a 27-floor private home, 400,000 square feet of space, and no 2 floors are designed the same. But there was one more challenge. Every single part of the building had to follow ancient Indian rules called Vastu Shastra. These rules are thousands of years old. They say which direction rooms should face, where doors should open, which materials bring good energy. Modern engineering, ancient philosophy. That combination made Antilia unlike any home on Earth, and in 2006, construction finally began. Construction, what rose from the streets of Mumbai over the next 4 years, was extraordinary. Antilia would stand 568 feet tall, span 27 floors, and cover nearly 400,000 square feet. But here is what made it different. No 2 floors were the same. Every level served a different purpose. Every level followed different Vastu rules, and every level needed its own engineering approach. The building was even designed to survive an earthquake measuring 8.0 on the Richter scale. By 2010, the project was complete, a billion-dollar private home standing over Billionaires Row. But then something unexpected happened. The Ambani family did not move in. For 2 entire years, the world's most expensive home sat empty. People asked questions. Newspapers wrote stories. Nobody knew why. And the longer the building stayed empty, the more famous it became. In 2012, the mystery ended. But the reason shocked everyone. The 2-year mystery solved. Here is what actually happened. When construction finished in 2010, Vastu experts came to inspect the building. They found a problem. One room on the 13th floor was facing the wrong direction. According to Vastu Shastra, that room would bring bad luck to the family. So Mukesh Ambani made a decision that stunned the construction world. He ordered the room completely rebuilt, walls torn down, new walls were built facing a different direction, new materials brought in, and until that single room was fixed, the family would not enter. A $4.6 billion building sat empty for 2 years because of one room. That is how seriously the Ambani family takes tradition. Finally, in 2012, the Vastu experts gave approval. The doors opened, and the world got its first real look inside. 9 elevators. Antilia contains 9 high-speed elevators. That number alone tells you something important. This is not a mansion. This is a vertical city. Some elevators are only for the family, others are only for staff. And without them, a building this tall simply could not work. In most homes, you walk from room to room. In Antilia, you ride elevators like you are in an office building. Because that is exactly what it is. A private office building where one family lives. 168-car garage, 6 entire floors are dedicated to parking. Together they hold up to 168 vehicles, Rolls-Royces, Mercedes-Benzes, BMWs, custom armored security cars, and every single vehicle is maintained, cleaned, and ready at any moment. This is not a garage. This is a private car museum hidden beneath the world's most expensive home. But the garage shows something deeper about Antilia. A family of 6 does not need 168 cars. But Antilia was never built around need. It was built around possibility. 3 helipads. At the very top of Antilia, 3 private helipads sit. Mumbai is famous for terrible traffic. Cars can sit stuck for hours. But the Ambani family can leave the city in minutes. They simply walk to the roof, step into a helicopter, and rise above the traffic completely. Most people have to navigate the city. The Ambanis can rise above it. That's what makes Antilia different. It does not just provide luxury, it removes every limitation. Inside the home. Now imagine walking through the building, floor by floor, room by room, a 50-seat private cinema, a grand ballroom, multiple swimming pools, a full spa, yoga studios, dance studios, 2 entire gyms. But one room matters more than all of them. A private Hindu temple. Despite the billions, despite the business empire, despite the global attention, the Ambani family still gathers there for daily prayers. That balance between modern luxury and ancient tradition is what makes Antilia uniquely Indian. It is not just a showcase of wealth, it reflects the family's deepest beliefs. Hanging gardens. 3 full floors are covered in trees, plants, and greenery. These are not just decorations. They help cool the building naturally, they improve the air quality, and they reduce the amount of electricity the building uses. A team of full-time gardeners works every single day to maintain them. In a building defined by extreme luxury, the gardens provide something unexpected: balance, the snow room. But nothing inside Antilia attracts more attention than this. In Mumbai, summer temperatures often reach 35 degrees Celsius. It is one of the hottest cities in India. And inside Antilia, snow falls every single day. Artificial snow. Real cold. A winter room in the middle of tropical heat. When you step inside, you forget which country you are in. That disorientation, that is complete control over reality. That is what $4.6 billion buys. 600 staff, a family of 6 lives inside this building, but 600 people work there full-time. Chefs, engineers, security teams, gardeners, cleaners, personal assistants, drivers, technicians. More people work at Antilia than work at most hotels. Antilia operates exactly like a hotel, except that only one family ever checks in. The value. So how much is Antilia actually worth? Estimates range from $2 billion to $4.6 billion. That makes it the most expensive private home on Earth. For comparison, Buckingham Palace is worth about $5 billion. But that is a government building. The White House is worth about $400 million. Bill Gates' house is worth about $130 million. Antilia is worth more than all of them combined. And the price is not just about size, it is about location, engineering, exclusivity, and the fact that nothing else like it exists anywhere. Because Antilia is not simply a home, it is a monument to what one person can build when money has no limits. What Antilia really means. Stand on the street below Antilia and look up. You see 27 floors rising into the Mumbai sky. You see a building that took 4 years and billions of dollars to create. You see the most expensive private home on Earth. But you also see something else. A family that waited 2 years to move in, because one room was facing the wrong direction. A building with 9 elevators and 168 cars and 3 helipads. But also a temple where prayers happen every single day. That is what makes Antilia different from every other luxury home. It is not just about showing wealth, it is about honoring the source of that wealth. Modern India, ancient tradition, engineering, faith. All of it lives inside one 27-floor building on Billionaires Row. And that is why Antilia is more than the world's most expensive home. It is a symbol of a country that has not forgotten its past, even as it builds its future. Mukesh Ambani's home is not just a house, it is a 27-floor monument to ambition. From its 168-car garage and 3 helipads to its snow room and 600-person staff, every detail was designed to push the limits of what a private home can be. But the real story is not the luxury. It is the 2 years the family waited, because one room was facing the wrong direction, and they would not enter until it was fixed. That is the power of belief inside the world's most expensive home. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more breakdowns of the world's most extraordinary homes and the people behind them. And here is the question. If you had unlimited money, what is the one feature you would build into your dream home? Let me know in the comments.